I didn't get mentioned in the tweet. Did you tweet it out?
Yeah, I did. I didn't put out any of us. We're always on here. They don't need to. No one's coming to see us, Brian. People are gonna tune in for Brett. See, the viewers are flocking in right now. Look at them.
Brett Martin live.
Was there 0?
No. We got like 3,000. It's like a tack on a car. It's multiplied by 1,000. All right, we're live, folks. This is an episode of Address This Mess brought to you in our lovely studio. We got a great guest today. We got Brett Martin. He's in town here doing some stand-up, and he agreed to come on the show. Good to have you here, Brett.
Good to be here. Thank you for, thanks for
We're starting already? I thought you were doing sponsors.
Yeah, no, we're doing sponsors. I don't know. I guess you do the sponsors before you say the fucking name.
Catch you off guard.
What do the sponsors want, though? That's the what do they ask for, like, off the top? Are they
your
like
money.
sponsors?
Yeah.
One thing they all have in common is they want your money.
Yeah.
They're unwilling to trade for anything else.
Our first sponsor is Amazon. If you haven't heard of Amazon, then you're probably not listening to this podcast right now because you probably don't know how to use the internet.
There it is.
Go to our website. You check our sponsors links. You buy anything on Amazon, buy it off of us, and we'll kick a little bit of that back to the troops, as Stinger always says.
That's enough. Quote.
Stinger, you're up.
Delivers the truth.
I'll just run through them. Audible.com or audiobooks. If you order audiobooks, there's a code you can use to get a free one. What's the code for the free one? They just give you a free one?
No, you got to go to audibletrial.com/ATM, and that'll get you 1 free month and 1 free audiobook.
Jackpot. Listen to that. Free stuff just for coming.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
See?
And Dollar Shave Club. If you have problems going out and buying razors or if you think they're too expensive,
hard to do.
Send them right to your head, right to your house, and you can use them, and it's way cheaper.
Is that really $1, or is this just?
No,
that's $1 in the States. It's like $4.99 here.
No, it's $3.50. $3.50 gets you 6 razors
probably like
a month.
$1,000.
6 razors a month.
Exchange
6
rate.
razors a month for $3.50.
Yeah, they're not shitty razors either, man. If you look at them.
Is it like the old CD places where you start that, they keep
Columbia
sending you
House?
until they cancel? Yeah.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah,
Oh, that would have been sweet.
yeah.
No, because it seemed like a good idea.
CDs. They were records and tapes.
You must have grew up on like 90s music, hey?
Yeah, I would say that.
Nice.
I guess I grew up on like 60s, 70s, 80s pop music, and I
Right.
rejected it. And then
But the fresh stuff that was fed you was 90s music.
Yeah, Nirvana was the first music that really was like, music can
This
be
is
good.
ours. This is my generation.
Yeah.
You can have this.
Music has balls, is not men with feathered hair and
Hey,
tight jeans
hey,
singing
hey,
about
hey.
feelings.
Woo.
No.
Also,
It's not
onit.com supplement website, really awesome company. Go and check out their site,
yeah.
onit.com. And
Yeah, buy supplements.
they sell themselves, those people.
Make sure you go
They're
through
just
our
good.
shit, though. You got to go to our website and click the link and then buy shit.
Ryan
Alpha
Braun
Brain.
supplier. They're good.
Who?
Ryan, you guys are in baseball. Steroid guy in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What about them?
Nothing. I was just making a bad insinuation that your sponsor gave Ryan Braun.
yeah.
Major League Superstar Ryan Braun.
That
steroids.
motherfucker got off easy, huh?
Yeah, pretty bizarre. Right? Like
He did. He lied
lied.
really sociopathically. He lied to the media and his friends.
Repeatedly.
Aaron Rodgers endorsed him
Yeah.
in a public interview and said, I know for a fact Ryan Braun has never done steroids. He wins an MVP and then pisses sour. And then he just kind of goes away. And he wasn't big enough to have to be vilified to a certain level where he had to answer like Tiger Woods would have to answer to some
Right.
shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was still the MVP, and he didn't have to, they didn't strip him of any of that. He just served a suspension, which in baseball is like fucking 200 games or something like that.
Yeah.
He got even less. He got like 50 something because A-Rod's
Really?
first suspension was the full season.
Yeah.
That was 200 plus, right?
Yeah.
No, he got it was down just like 162. Oops.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah, I
something
think they
happened
got
there.
him to just once. He's sitting out for a year.
Yeah, it was back
And then
now,
Manny
so
Ramirez
qualified.
had like the second one that was like 250 games or something. That's why he just retired.
Yeah.
Because he got busted again. He's like, fuck, I'll just
Yeah.
retire. It's like the hitting coach. So he's still living the life, but he's just, like he's still in the dugout. He's just not playing.
Yeah.
Probably what he wanted all along. I'll just be the hitting coach. I'll teach people how to swing for the fences.
It's like that Toronto guy that got
Spending
suspended.
money.
That Maple Leaf that got suspended
Was
for a
this-
hit. Well, I forget his name. He got like 5 games.
For what? Happens
Probably
a lot.
Bad hit. It was towards the end of the season, like a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago.
A week or so ago, a Toronto Maple Leaf guy got suspended for a bad hit.
Toronto
He
Maple Leafs.
just did it because, or maybe I'm talking Kadri.
Yeah, Kadri. Yeah,
he
that was
just,
a bad
he
idea.
just disobeyed the rules.
No, he got a
So
suspension.
he's like, I don't want to play these fucking games.
It was late. He was late for like a meeting or
Yeah,
something
no, that
Kane
was when he got
No, he
sat
showed- he
out,
showed up with,
but he
like-
did get suspended for a hit.
I thought it was like a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did he?
I
Oh, right,
think
get back.
so.
All right.
I don't know.
I-
He's kind of a greasy
Yeah, I
player.
think he did when he got back.
He just didn't
Kadri,
want
look,
to
you
play.
take.
He just didn't want to play the season out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right here. 4 games for headshot, March 18th.
Yeah.
Well, that'll fucking teach him.
Fucking guy.
First
funny.
offense?
No, it was the second. He got suspended. Who? He got suspended 2
Tell
ago?
Kadri's a fucking joke.
Kadri, you suck.
That's
Live from Prince George.
So Crosby says in that mic'd up with Phaneuf.
Yeah.
He's like, tell Kadri's a fucking joke.
Well, I guess
You
we
done
should,
with the sponsors?
Brett
yeah,
Martin's
I
here.
think we're done. We should.
Brett Martin live is here.
Yeah, we should go live with Brett Martin.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
still waking up. It's gonna take a while.
No, that's okay, man. No
How
worries.
did the show go last night?
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, yeah. That was.
Yeah, it was.
And then so much drinking afterwards. That's the thing. You're like,
That's my biggest thing from since I started doing comedy, man. Is like just not being able to shut her down after like get just hammered. You're like, fuck.
and here's especially bad because like Owen and Garrett, they're just awesome. So they just want to keep giving
Yeah.
you booze and
Yeah.
like, have you tried this? I was drinking
Owen's
an
a lot
oyster
too.
beer last
Oh.
night.
Yeah, Nancio's is a treat.
Yeah, man, they're super good.
They do it right.
So just get like way too drunk and then
Except
sleep
it's
all
just like
day.
a soapbox.
And now tonight I don't get to sleep because my flight's at like I think 5:30 or something, and I know I'll be drinking all night. So
Yeah,
I have to
5:30
get a
one
car
morning.
and drive to Kamloops. Apparently it's gonna snow in the mountains. So, anyways, this may be my last interview.
Oh, good.
No, God, no. I will make it.
What are you
It'll be
doing
a lot
in,
of fun.
We're gonna get
in
the J Moore
Kamloops? Is that
producer, you know.
Cameras Productions, Promotions?
Yeah.
What's
Who is it in
what's the
Kamloops
venue?
you go?
I think it's called the Dirty Jersey.
The
But
Dirty
don't
Jersey?
quote me on that.
The Dirty
If I do
Jersey.
some- it's
right.
on the internet. I could.
Yeah,
That sounds
no,
right.
they do
Jersey.
comedy. I know a girl who used to work there, actually.
And yeah, they're good shows. The guy runs it. He's a good guy. And
Just you?
no, well, I'm taking Mike Greenwood out of Vancouver. He's a great guy. I like working with him. And where is it?
Did you pick your opener?
Yeah, I picked him. You get to pick it like basically outside of Yucks, you can pick your opener generally.
Okay.
Sometimes, but sometimes I might also have something lined
Who
up.
books the room down there?
That Camels one.
Yeah,
That guy is Drew McLean.
Drew McLean.
Yeah.
How do you get in touch with bookers? Like when do you make that leap where you start having?
Right from the beginning, just fucking go for it.
So just
Yeah.
like I could just go and contact them and
To
say,
everybody.
hey,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, and let them decide if they're gonna work it or not.
And how do you get in touch with them? You just like email or like
Old school, yeah.
Well,
track
how do you
them
get
down,
in touch
email,
with most
Facebook.
people?
I don't know, man. I meet them at the bar.
That's another way. Seriously, just go to their show and start asking them.
Shut this off. Oh God, so unprofessional. That's the girl who actually used to work at the Dirty Jersey.
Oh, that's
She's probably
Daddy
all-
issues.
Probably all excited.
Daddy issues 1 or 2.
He's probably listening in.
it's a good sign. I don't know why.
All right, I'm doing a show. Quit texting. Yeah, no, that's sweet. So you can like, do you go and perform in front of them live, or you just send like a clip of your shit, or what? Because I don't have any good shit.
Just go. Everyone's gonna be different, right? So
Shit
just
stinks.
ask and let them,
Yeah, let them
and
decide what they
do
want.
whatever hoops they ask you to jump through. If it's worth it in your mind, do it or don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go for it. I
And
always
then-
think like the Shawshank Redemption. There's that like he just keeps writing letters every week until he gets a response. That's the spirit. Like just who cares? Just keep going.
Just
Yeah.
keep fucking bugging them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How long?
What else is there to
How
do?
long would you
Yeah.
recommend to be like? How long do you have to be able to do before you do that? Like just have an hour, I guess.
You're opening, you mean? Opening?
Well, no,
or-
I don't know. Like I don't.
Well,
I
so
guess-
you
is that
always
what you
start
do?
as
You
an
start
opener.
as an
You can start as
opener.
guest spots. That's where we first start. So you're just
Okay.
looking to get on the show.
Yeah.
So you're looking to do like 5-7 minutes. and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
that,
Perfect.
and then you're looking to open, which is you need like 20 to 30.
Right.
And then you do that for until you're blowing the headliner off stage. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could be 2 years, could be never.
Yeah.
And then you headline, and then you're like,
Sweet.
I don't want to do these venues anymore.
Yeah. I'm too good for this one.
Yeah, and then it just keep
Fuck
or
that,
not,
better
or
pay
you're
me.
stuck there forever.
That's how I think
You
about
never
it
know.
every time. I just think of that Jim Jeffries always talking about it, where he's like, all I wanted to do as a kid, I wanted to go on stage for 5 minutes, just make people laugh. So I did that. He's like, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Better pay me. He's like, then I was like, you know what? I'm better than all these pricks. They better make me a headline act. He's like, they made me a headline act. Like, and then I wanted to be, he's like, no, I'm traveling the world. He's like, I'm going to sold out London O2 Arena right now. Like, and you know what? I want to go home and kill myself because I'm not a fucking movie star.
Yeah.
But,
What
yeah.
was the timeline for you to
Uh,
get to headliner status?
5 years until I started until 5 years I was like doing it, making a living off it and headlining. I would say maybe the first time I did it anywhere like in town shows, maybe I can't remember. not so long.
Did you
Yeah.
transition out of some kind of job and then slowly wean on to just comedy? Or did you just go for it?
Not really, because I was so young. Like I started at basically 19, 20 is when I committed to it. And before that, I had no interest at all. Like I had hockey, and then obviously didn't make it, so I was like, well, try this.
What are we doing now? Yeah.
And so I had just a
used to
bunch of
play
shitty
hockey?
jobs. Yeah, well, growing up, I quit when
Yeah.
I was 16,
Okay,
15.
60, yeah.
And,
Right when you don't get drafted in the Bantam draft, eh?
Yeah, man.
you
Well,
know.
and then we moved. We moved in the middle of like a great year, and then I
Yeah.
in Calgary started playing. Hated the team, league. Just didn't want to be there. So my heart was I was done.
Yeah,
And
over it.
so I was like just drifting for like literally 3-4 years. So I tried stand up.
Yeah.
And loved it. And I'm like, fuck, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And so at the time I was like doing serving jobs, banquet jobs, just horrible jobs. And I'd quit them if I had a show that night and I couldn't get the night off. So,
Oh, really? Yeah,
like, well, I want to do this, and I can find another shit paying job
Just
anyway.
get another
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like that kid off of American Beauty. He goes, "Still don't pay me."
Well, I remember there's one job I
He was
took.
out. He was outside having a joint with Kevin
Spacey.
Spacey.
There was one job I took. I lasted for 3 hours.
Got a little spacey there.
I didn't even take the paycheck. Like, I'll keep the shirt. It was Shanks, the sports bar in Calgary.
Yeah.
It was a nice looking shirt. Like, it was a good trade.
Win. I fucking win.
I think I had like 50 something jobs by the time it was all said and done before I was able to.
How long you been with Yuck Yucks?
You could argue on one level from the beginning, because like I started at Yuck Yucks there, but yeah, so I'm more or less the whole time. But then I left them for a while, got back. They're like I don't know, they're sort of an unavoidable thing, and
How big is their group of comics that they employ?
I would say 200 to 300.
Oh, great.
That's quite a bit. How many spots do they have? Do they not
the
just
rub.
not just Yuck Yucks? Is it all
Well-
things, or do they book anything other than their own Yuck Yucks?
Well, all the comics that come up here seem to be Yuck Yucks comics. Like they come to Nancy O's. Like
Yeah.
all the guys we've had on the show
Most of
here
them.
are with Yuck Yucks, right?
Yeah, I would say probably 75% of them. Well, Kevin's not.
Right.
Simon wasn't.
Okay.
Patrick, Malia isn't. Michelle Chauncey.
Yeah, she was.
No, she is.
She is, yeah.
Gaskin's a rostered. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
And then they just separate those 300 into groups: openers, middles, closers.
No, it just like it all starts. You get signed when you're relatively new, or I don't know. I guess whenever you try to get signed, there's no point. And then you just sort of establish where are you? Are you a middle act? Are you a MC? Are you a headliner? And then just stick it where you are, and then until you like just kick ass. And
Yeah, you're always trying to get the headline spots, obviously. Always
Exactly.
The pinnacle, right?
Yeah.
What is MCing
Fuck
better? Or
that.
is
Being
it
in the
middle?
middle is awesome.
Yeah.
no, but it pays way less.
You don't have to MC, so you don't have to get the crowd
Yeah.
going. You don't have to close. You don't have to have an hour. Just
Yeah,
get
but
up
you
there
make
and
way
knock
less
out
money.
30
That's
minutes.
the problem with it. Like,
Yeah.
it-
Well,
it's-
that's the thing. You're trying to make, like, that's.
It's
yeah.
risk free. It's fun. It's 20, 25 minutes of nothing to lose.
Is
but-
there a range of pay between comics inside Yuck Yucks, like headliners that are different grades?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make different. How do you get into different pay grades? Is it like unspoken that this is just his quote now, and this is?
They have a review, so to speak, but it's
Okay, so they'll have like guys coming in, watch your set, and be like, "That sucked. We're not paying you as
like
much."
they know word of mouth, like they know,
Right.
and then yeah, they know.
I did.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of the tickets you can sell too, right?
You'd think. I think if you're at the point where you're drawing,
Yeah.
then you're at a different. Then you got all the power, and then you're
Right.
dictating the rate.
You don't
Everything
really
changes
need,
at that point.
Right.
Well, I did Mackenzie with Brett last year, 2 years ago,
A couple of years ago, yeah.
and I'm not a rostered Yucks comic, but I got whatever the middle pays. So
Well, it's different on the road because road's just like opener or closer.
Right.
It pays more on the road opening than
Yeah.
at a club middling or MCing. But
Yeah.
it's because your travel pays included.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
might hit a
That
middle.
was-
Yeah, it's no different than like going out of town to a camp job, right? Like you
Yeah,
go to
man.
town, you get LOA, you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take my show on the road.
Yeah.
If I
We-
make a little more money, I just won't eat."
we did Mackenzie, and we were booked in this hotel, and the clerk gives us our key. Like it's a one key, and Brett's like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? And he goes, "Yeah, you're sharing a room." He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "No."
Oh, that's
He goes,
right,
I'm a headline comedian." I think that's what you said, right?
Do you know
Because this
who
is
I
never
am?
how Yucks does it in the past, right? He goes,
Yeah.
So we went. He goes, I'll tell you what. We'll go look at the room. If we like it, we'll take it. If not, I'll be back.
And
Right?
one
We
double
walk-
bed. Eh?
No, we walked in the room. It's like a suite, right?
Yeah.
There was 2 bedrooms, a living room, and a bathroom, or like a common area.
Yeah.
He walked in. And it hadn't been cleaned up yet. There's still a pizza box and beer on the counter. Brett walks in. He's like, "No, fuck this." We went straight back to the front desk. He's like, "No." He goes, "Where's?" Then we went and found the booker who's in Vancouver, but we called him and he got it all straightened out, which I'm thankful for because I don't think I would have said it. I don't think I would have said anything.
Oh,
But I'm thankful he did.
Brian's just
Otherwise,
lucky to have a room, eh? I get a bed tonight.
yeah. No, I got a nice room.
it's one of the things. Like I'm a grown man now. I don't share rooms with.
Yeah.
Well, that was the
Other men.
difference playing senior hockey. I played for Vanderhoof and then I played for Quesnel. Vanderhoof was a really poorly funded team. So when we went there, anytime we were on the road, we had to put 4 guys to a room. So you're like, 4, like 2 of you are sharing a bed.
What do you do when
Jesus
you
Christ.
find a girl?
Well, we have designated rooms for that.
Oh, okay.
No,
Find a girl on a senior hockey trip. She's down for whoever's intending.
And then I went to Quesnel, and Quesnel's way better funded. And then they started I remember the first day going to stay in the hotel room. They're like, "Hey, everyone, find your room partners or whatever." And I grabbed 3 guys, "Okay, we'll do a room." And then they give us the room, and we're in 2 separate rooms. I was like, "What the fuck's this?" Like, dude, I'm not fucking sleeping in a bed with you. What the fuck's your problem? I was like, "No way, I get my own fucking bed." Felt like I made the big show.
That's a big upgrade.
Yeah, man, it was fucking. And the bus was way better. It had it was actual coach bus. The other one was it was like a handy dart that they painted the team colors and just fucking. You would throw all the gear in it, and you would sit on the gear as you hit the road. Is where Quesnel had a full coach.
What kind of big acts you worked with?
Norm Macdonald.
Nice. Is that guy the best in real life?
Yeah, man, he was awesome. He was so awesome.
He's so awesome.
Smothers Brothers, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's not you.
Norm though, but I was so because he's one of my favorites. He's fucking Norm Macdonald.
He's
so.
cool as fuck. That
Yeah,
guy.
man. I follow him on Twitter.
I
He's funny as shit.
always
man.
try to get the dirt on his sports betting history because apparently
He's
he's a
unreal, man.
legend.
Well,
Yeah,
he called the Seahawks come back in the NFC Championship.
He's really smart about it now, but apparently he's lost fucking tons of money, like sports gambling when he's
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out with Artie Lang and shit. But you can never quite get the numbers out of anybody. There's no, it's all just hearsay and stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love his show. Is on VPN, that video podcast he has. He has unreal guests because he's tight with Sandler and Spade, all that SNL crew. And then he did Weekend Update. That guy's a legend.
Oh man, he's Norm fucking Macdonald.
Fuck yeah.
He's one of the funniest guys just ever.
Yeah.
And he was just so cool. I was nervous about meeting him. Oh, he's a dickhead. He's just within 20 seconds talking to him, it just he took away the fact he's Norm. There's 2 people who both live in the same neighborhood. Talk about stores. He'd sit here and just be one of the guys.
What was
He's
the
awesome.
venue? Casino?
Calgary place. Yeah.
That's unreal. Yeah, he's especially as a Canadian comic, right?
Oh, yeah,
Super
so
proud
cool.
of that guy. What he's been able to do.
He's
He's made some really funny projects, like Dirty Work. It's fucking hilarious, that movie.
Yeah.
And it kind of never really went anywhere, but it was like a cult classic.
his stand up too is just super funny. His last special.
Yeah,
He's,
he's strong.
It's one bit
Still
about
now.
the news and how he would kill someone, and it's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, I kind of heard him talk about that roast that he did.
Oh, that roast was what was Bob
Because
Saget
he
roast?
was doing the Saget roast, and he flipped it on its ear because he is a guy with a big heart, and he's like, Bob's a friend of mine, so I just made it funny in a different way, and I didn't go abusive. He made the joke so dry, and
all these
only
well wishers
he-
want
yeah.
to throw you in a well.
Yeah.
That was all these.
yeah. So he made it, like only Norm could do. Not too many guys can go up and do an awkward set like that and understand. I saw him do it. He wasn't doing it like that as deadpan on purpose, but when he did that presidential thing they do.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
The
he did it.
Correspondence Dinner?
Yeah, he did it a long time ago, and he's so good at sticking to what the material is and committing to every joke. And he's doing like 3 or 4 minutes of just deadpan silent. Like there's some laughs going, but they're so like audacious jokes that people are just. He's like, I'll be doing some jokes later. Is what he comes up with like 3 minutes into a set, and then he kind of loosens everybody up, and then he still just sticks to it. Like when he did the ESPYs, he O.J. Simpson had just got caught, or no, O.J. Simpson had just. He filed for bankruptcy and he had to give his Heisman. The judge ruled he had to give his Heisman to whoever the fuck sued him out of all his money. And there was this. Norm's hosting the ESPYs, and some defensive player just won the Heisman for the first time a defensive player. And ever won the Heisman, and Norm goes, "Buddy's here from Notre Dame, and first defensive player to ever win the Heisman. Nobody can ever take that away from you, unless of course you kill your wife and a waiter." And this is like Ken Griffey Jr.'s in the fucking front row. Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, is he saying this?" Yeah, this is him here.
Where did he?
That's his last joke that he does.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let's try to find it here. That'll be funny. Hang on again.
Well, not the good one. The one I wear when I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Did you see that? And cried for 45 minutes. So. And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? How what a season he had.
Is this him?
I think so.
Great, and he became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. Congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and wife.
Look at Ken Griffey Jr. is like, "Fuck, man. Are you kidding me?"
Let's kill your wife and a waiter.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
I think my favorite Norm is the chairman of the board on Conan.
Oh.
Courtney Thorne-Smith.
I don't think I've seen that.
She's Melrose Place, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's Norm, Conan, Courtney Thorne-Smith. It is on the spot. So he's basically insulting this movie that she's in with Carrot Top.
Oh, really?
What is it? You want us to pull it up?
Yeah, man, if
Fuck
you can,
yeah.
it's
Okay, yeah.
definitely worth a watch.
What is it? Norm.
Conan, Carrot Top.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Great.
Yep, that's it, man.
Okay. We'll throw her out.
Oh, Norm saves the interview. I think I have seen this.
Well, I want to talk to you about something because this came up earlier in the show accidentally because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about.
I just gotta
tonight,
take a
and
look.
It's
What's
best sometimes if I don't know. But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You made a movie with
Pre-steroids?
Carrot Top, it's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put the
out yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again this week and I'll see him? Oh, there he is again, yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Kevin?
That's where I'm going, my friend. This begs the question now, why a movie with Carrot Top?
Why a movie with Carrot
I
Top?
mean, no, I don't know much about Carrot Top, you know?
Oh, that's the
I
hot
don't know
wife
much
from According
about
to
it. I'm
Jim.
a little jealous because he's a red-haired comedian, and I felt like maybe you'd do a movie with me first,
Too hot.
then move on to Carrot Top, then to Ralph Mal from Happy Days. You know, it's sort of the three. There's an order in which you do movies with the redheads. What's he like, first of all?
He's extraordinarily sweet.
Nice guy.
He really is. And he worked very hard and he was adorable.
And he works with a lot of props and stuff, too, right?
Not in the movie.
Oh, and the movie they took his props away?
They took his props away.
That's a bad time to suddenly take away everything you know about comedy. You know,
I never knew Andy Richter was
props
his
and all
sidekick
your
for
life
like all these years.
Oh yeah, man, from the beginning. He left for a couple of years, but
Yeah.
Was he okay though with it?
He's a
Was
funny
cool?
fuck
He was
too.
great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
the payoff is worth it. This is it.
Making out.
All right.
It's like
How long is
I
the
like
video?
podcasts nowadays. We can just watch something else while we're talking about this.
Yeah, no.
How long is the video?
We got another minute.
Yeah, we don't need to be funny more. We just play things that are funny. Like,
Yeah, man, it's fucking awesome.
I'm hungover. Let's watch Norm.
Oh, I'm not too worried about it. It's fucking.
Fucking premature ejaculator.
Richter loves a good rip joke.
9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait and wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then bang! I thought you were going to crack orbit, no. But what's the movie going to be called?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go sit.
Scare everybody else away.
No, I love this girl. I haven't seen any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady. And a talented, nice talk show at the end.
finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
He reminds me of Mitch Kosh a lot.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Oh god, that's fucking awesome. Dude.
We're gonna take a break now.
All right, it's over. It's over.
Solo in a second.
Oh, man.
Courtney Thorne Smith. We hope she's still our friend.
That's fearless. So fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking.
Yeah, that guy's a swinger, man. He stays in the pocket, and nothing bumps him out. On one of his video podcasts, he has Todd Glass on, and you can tell that Todd Glass is super high because he's done a bunch of podcasts where he is, so you can tell the difference.
Getting dug with high.
Yeah, but he gets him super high before the show, and then Norm. I can't tell if Norm smokes weed or not, but Todd Glass.
He's best friends with Artie Lang.
Todd Glass. Yeah, Todd Glass is too high, and Norm kind of was acting like he wasn't gonna bring it up, and then he automatically just like references it. He starts talking to him about how he's too high, and then Todd Glass gets all backtracking. He's pretty.
I've heard that one was a little
He's
weird.
a pretty confident guy.
I hadn't heard that one, but apparently they get in a bit of argument, like Norm sort of poking at him.
Oh really?
Yeah, he does that stuff a lot, but he always makes it kind of funny, and you always think that the guest knows. It's not like Kaufman stuff, but it's just like he's laughing at his own joke first, and if other people don't think it's funny, it's not that big of a deal to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't really. He might regret some jokes, but I doubt it.
No, I know they're that funny.
Yeah.
Who else have you worked with?
Russell Peters years ago, like right before he
really?
got super huge.
Yeah.
Like a really cool, nice guy.
Yeah.
Mark Maron, Harlan Williams.
Marin must have a special. Does he have like a certain kind of crowd that comes and sees him?
There was he definitely had a following. I was surprised because I'll be honest, I didn't really know too much about him before I got booked with him.
He seems
I'm
like
not
he'd
a
have a
big
weird
comedy fan,
rider.
actually. Pardon me?
He seems like he'd have a weird rider.
I didn't get to see his contract, but he definitely keeps himself, and he's
some weird shit.
like not like just a quiet presence actually.
Fresh pair of Nike shoes.
Yeah, he's like an old time alt comic, right? I never really understood how they fall into alternative comics.
Well, his last special there, he
But
did
there's a
like
few of
it
them.
looked like he was reading like
Thinky-
library
Thinky
books to a
Painty?
fucking classroom of kids,
Thinky
right?
Pain, yeah, it was.
I
really,
tried to
Did that,
watch
he was
it.
sitting. He was sitting there. There was only like 30 people or something. I think. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Remember
well,
his last
it was
special?
just an intimate club,
Right.
but he was telling.
Was
like,
it though? Like,
yeah,
didn't they looked
he
like
was
they were
telling
sitting
like
in,
Bill
an
Hicks
elementary school.
stories, and
Yeah.
he was telling about. He's just being a storyteller.
Kinnison stories.
Yeah,
He's just so damn good. Like I watched his Just for Laughs Gala special a couple weeks ago, and like just the depth of his comedy, like really intelligent stuff. And the next guy go up there something like Canada maple syrup. Like, come on, how do we go from that to this?
Yeah.
yeah, I like his show too. He's kind of got like a Louis-esque show, where I think he has autonomy over. It's on IFC, but it's on Netflix if you get American Netflix. And
Gotta go American.
He does a good job with it. Yeah, there's other comics that come on it. They always drop in for an episode. There'll be some other comic on it.
Yeah.
But I think he hangs out with like Andy Kindler a lot, and a couple other guys. It's well done though, because he's like a really late success story in his life.
Yeah.
He was a comic for a long time, and then he just was the first guy to have a podcast that took off.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Was it his podcast that did it for him?
Yeah,
That's what we're looking for
That's
right
when
here.
Well, that's when people
This
realize
is my exit.
you can start making some real money off
It's a
podcasts.
launching pad.
It's like a trampoline for
And he was a
fucking
doorman
brilliance.
at the store, right?
Hmm. Which is a prestigious job.
Ari
That's-
Shafir was the doorman, wasn't he?
Yeah. Or
think
you
it-
can be the booker too there. Like Mitzi apparently is like the passer or whatever, but there's a guy who has to book
You can
too.
book it.
Yeah,
Well, the manager of the store is
the guy on
Norm
Norm's
Scose.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of his comedy
Who's who?
before.
he's not a comic. He's just a
Oh, really?
yeah.
What's
Oh.
his name?
Who's that?
Oh, I can't remember.
How
his
does he
name.
get that fucking gig then?
Because he knows Norm from being in the store. Just I guess they're just buddies. And apparently, just from listening to his podcast, like there's one where I guess he used to be the manager of the Arizona Comedy Store.
Tempe Improv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so they got to know each other there, and then
Right.
Adam Eget
Adam Egan, that's the guy. And
Speaking.
I heard him slip, and I don't know if it was just Norm being genius, but he was talking about how much money he made per show, per podcast they were doing. And he let slip the joke, or the thing that he said was that he made $25,000 a show.
Huh.
And Norm made 100. And he's like, you play, cause like,
$100,000 or $100
$100.
bucks.
Yeah, $100,000.
Wow.
He's like, can you believe we're paying him $25,000 to do this? Like, he's talking to the guests like they just always rip on him, right? And I was like, whoa, are you fucking kidding me? And then he's not even a comic. Like, how do you earn that gig? Just being friends with Norm, I guess.
Yeah, he's been in the LA scene.
Well, that's how Red Band
Crazy.
got the gig. He just contacted him and said, "Hey, this is what I do. This is what I can offer. You want to hang out? You want to be friends?"
I put you on Snapchat. You guys are gonna be famous.
But Red Band has been a comic for a long time.
I thought he started doing comedy after.
He did
met
comedy.
Rogan.
I don't know, because he did comedy in Columbus, but he said he quit
Oh, okay.
because
right,
he told
right.
that joke and it got so much backlash. And the joke was...
Oh, was that Red Band you're talking about?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
the joke was
Snapchatting.
Bob Hope had just died, and he said the joke was he's going to go over and entertain all the dead troops. And then apparently
It
he
didn't
received
go
a
well.
bunch of backlash, but then it made him stop doing comedy for a while.
One joke.
Same with Lee Syatt. That's how he got the gig.
At least I had.
If you
The
ever had
Flying
a-
Jew?
You ever had
he
a
just
joke,
contacted Joey and said, "Hey,
Dude, that must be a hard gig. Being
5
that guy's
a.m.,
like
5
assistant,
a.m.
getting fucking sent to the moon at 5
He's,
a.m. on edibles.
he works with Joey Coco Diaz,
It's insane.
who was one of
It's just his Red Band.
Joe Rogan's sidekicks."
Okay.
But yeah, Joey keeps really fucked up hours. He'll do podcast 6 a.m. and Lee's got to be there to push all the buttons.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Take this, cocksucker."
I wonder what the money is in that, though.
I want to get a guy to run our podcast so I can just get hammered.
I know, but then think about what you got to pay him.
Beer.
How much work is it?
Well, no, it's nothing at all. Like, look, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
No,
if
'cause-
you got things all around you, it looks like quite a bit of work.
Well, no, the only thing I want to do, it's just that, like, sometimes you adjust levels. But the thing that I want is, like, we have, like, just, like Simon pointed out, we got, like, a fucking surveillance security camera for a system in here. I'd like to have mics or, like, cameras on all the people. So then, but you need a switchboard then. And then I'd have to sit here fucking clicking buttons every time, like, someone's
You
talking.
could do that in post, can you?
No. Well,
I
don't-
think you can
fuck,
record
I
the
have no
interviews, but
idea.
I
You
wouldn't
could probably
want it.
record it all. Then I gotta
That's why you
fucking edit
hire
it
a
all.
guy.
Then you got to listen to it.
That's
all.
why you hire a
I
guy.
have a hard enough time putting these things on the air after we do them. And fucking sometimes this thing might not even get on iTunes for 3 weeks. I'm like,
That's
fuck
because
it.
we're in contract dispute with them, though. They
Let
owe
the
us
dog
money.
went in?
I was wondering what that
Oh,
was.
That's probably the dog. We'll
Let's just let the dog in.
let him in.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. See, look at all the comics. Every time we bring a pro comic, they're like, "Fuck it, let him in here. I don't give a shit." I'm like, oh man, what's going on?
Is that the dog that's been in your photos?
Yeah, man, the one that gets all the likes, and
He
then
looks, he looks a lot darker.
I
Can you imagine if you're sitting in a room and everyone you knew was in there on the other side and it sounds like fun? Like, oh, fuck, why can't I be in there, man?
That's all he's thinking. No, dude, that happens like, I don't get
Finn-
Facebook. I put
Finley.
out pure
Finley,
gold for
right?
these. Yeah, Finley, yeah. I put out pure gold for these people. I drive all over town to make these goofy fucking videos. Put them on there. I'll get like 10 likes. And then I'll take like a picture of me and my dog for a walk. It's like 50 likes. And then if I take a picture of just my dog without me in it, it's like 80. People are like, just fucking, we're sick of seeing you. Just fucking put a dog on anything
Google
but you.
Analytics.
So I
You,
think I figured it out. People like Brown.
Do you watch a lot of
Pass
other
me a couple
comic
beers.
specials?
No, man. I really don't. I'm not really up to date on comedy at all.
Yeah, well, some people just don't want to, right?
Yeah, I
Because
was
then
really
you
into-
have that weird subconscious, like getting ideas in your head, and then you
Anything.
come up
I
with
wanna be-
something, and then you actually realize you got it from this.
I think that's part of it, and the other part, like I wasn't really into stand-up before I started it. Like it was growing up, I didn't really like it at all.
Right.
I was more into like Saturday Night Live and just funny movies, funny TV shows, and it was Seinfeld that really got me thinking about trying stand-up because I was writing,
Right.
and then it wasn't fun to. Like, I was writing for a newspaper, it wasn't fun. It was more direct.
Would you like to get a
Seinfeld-
job as a writer then?
Probably at some point, but I love performing. Like it's the equivalent of hockey. It's just as fun, and exciting, gets your heart going. Like it's read and react. It's basically hockey on your with words.
Basically, hockey with words.
Yeah, man. So like I'll never stop doing it. But yeah, I would definitely. I should write. And I've been
Yeah.
getting
It just
back into
seems to
a
be
little bit.
another thing that
Well, I-
stand-ups seem to do. They get a writing job. They don't stop doing sets at night and stuff. It's just their writing might
Unless
slow
you
down,
get like
right?
when Rogan and them talk about getting like a development deal, they said you're not allowed doing stand up. That's what Bert Kreischer said in that book too. He was saying when you get a development deal, he
It's
wasn't
frowned
allowed.
upon, isn't it?
Well, no, he said in his contract he straight up wasn't allowed because I guess they think if you're gonna come up with Finley, come here, you can come lay down. They think if you're gonna come here, sit here. If you're gonna come up with good shit, I guess they don't want you to put it on stage. They want it on their show, right?
It makes sense.
That's why I would
But
never.
the-
That's why I
think
wouldn't
the
take a writing
goal
job.
now is just create your own thing.
But they should just be getting your special, and this is you working on your special. Record your
just be
sets and put it on a YouTube channel. Just record all
Or
your
release them yourself, and you're your own production company.
Yeah.
Release your own.
Well, if you sign this development
videos.
deal, then you're probably.
Well, that's not a thing for me right now. I don't have to worry. But they don't really do development deals, to my understanding, like they used to, at least.
Yeah, I heard that's kind of
really?
got kiboshed.
Well, it sounded like they were getting fat money. Like Rogan talked
Yeah.
about getting like a $150,000 check at 21. They just caught him. He's like,
Yeah, man. There's some Canadian guys, the same thing, go down the States, and they're getting like 6 figures, shit tons of
Sam
money.
Easton.
Yeah, man.
I don't
Which
know
is
if
like
Easton
$8
did or
million
not, but I know,
here
Vince
now or
Fluke got
something?
one for sure.
Which is like $8 million.
What are we on par with the peso? I think.
Ever since oil
Who
went
were
to
they?
shit.
Vince Fluke definitely got one from like Disney for I think something ridiculous like $250. He was supposed to be the next. He was gonna be Brendan Fraser. He was gonna be George of the Jungle, and he yeah.
And that fell
And,
through.
and
Like
Vince
he,
is
like he
he's
had
like
the
a
gig
legend, man.
before Fraser did. And then
Yeah, and then
bailed on it?
he basically, according to legend, is got himself out of that through his own actions and decisions.
Yeah.
And then
Fucked
they're
up.
like, okay, we'll get this Brendan Fraser guy.
You fucked up.
Were you ever in Vancouver when Lachlan was around?
No.
Lachlan Patterson.
Yeah, he's definitely done well for himself down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got there afterwards.
What does he do?
Okay. Lachlan Patterson, I think he was second runner-up in last Comic Standing.
How do you get on that shit?
You would do the
Open call.
showcase for him.
Is that like would that be your like would you go on Last Comic Standing or you're above Last Comic Standing
I don't
now?
know. Say I'm
They've got a
above
new
it. I just
format
not-
now.
It's just not. I don't know, man. It's just
Different
not of interest to
circuit.
me.
It's a different league. It's
Just
a
doesn't,
different.
doesn't do it for you.
No,
Yeah.
if I like this whole thing about stand up, I think is at the core is just like it's about just being true to who you are and what you want to do. And I
Yeah.
don't want to do that. I don't have an ego that needs validating. I don't
That's
have
the
any of
thing,
that.
right? You,
Right,
that's the
right.
thing with stand-up. You can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. And a lot like then you'd be going against some people just hyper fucking and like, oh, they just want to get ahead so bad, and
Right.
they lack the desire to get ahead. But it's like it's just on a different. I think it's more about being your own best rather than trying to fucking compete with other people to get somewhere.
Right. I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, don't worry about what they're doing. Just do your thing and
Exactly.
whatever you're fucking doing, you're doing.
That's what's really cool, man.
Why don't I swear all the time? Every time I listen to these podcasts,
I never realized how much I swore until my niece was around.
dude, I
And I
know.
started telling a story, and every other word was fuck.
I notice
shit.
it if I ever like replay the podcast and listen to it, and it's like within 30 seconds I'm saying fuck. I'm like, man, you sound like an idiot. Like, just you don't need to put that
do say-
word.
Why do you say
you
dirty
do
Jew
say
all the
fuck a
time?
lot.
You could just say Jew.
Just say Jew. Just say dirty Jew.
Just put some stank on
You
it.
don't need to say fuck all the time. Mix it up. Nah, you fucking cock. Oh, see, I can't even do it. It's called like cocksucker. So where would you go from here? Like, is this where
That's a good
like,
question.
you're trying to get to, or you like
I want to see him get
do you
a
gotta go to
festival.
the state?
Well, that's what do I want to do?
TV.
You're pretty busy from your website.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just got basically off like 5 months nonstop working. Like I just went through like a breakup, like like a year and a half
shit.
ago.
Here
so
we
just
go.
getting to
Brett
figure
Martin's
like
getting real. Okay, go.
I was like, what am I gonna do with my life? Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first like year was just like just get fucked up, I can't deal with it, and then have a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, I can't do this forever. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And I'm slowly figuring that out.
Right.
Like I've got a couple projects I'm working on and see what comes out of those and sort of slowly getting to like what do
Has
I
it
want to do?
motivated you to work on more material?
What's website? What's the website, Stan?
No, I guess the funny thing
What's
is, no,
that?
I haven't really
What's
written
the
too much in
website?
the last little bit.
Brett
Of
Martin
some, but on my website, BrettMartinComic.com.
Brett Martin live right there. Brett Martin.
Someone take
Comic.
Brett
Oh,
Martin?
that's a TV. Watch how not updated the site is, though. You'll see, I just don't give a shit. I think the last time I updated it was.
Buddy, I can update this for you. You're working on WordPress. The same thing we do ours. on.
It's not that I can't update
I'll
it.
update
it's
it.
just
I'll
that-
put like some goofy shit
Little
on there.
10%.
Well, that's like
Little
those- the
10%
whole
Do you have the
kickback.
dates on there, though?
No.
Maybe
That's the
opening
thing,
gigs.
Brett. It's just gonna cost you all
No,
your
dude,
earnings
there was dates
of
on
like
the
June
right
and
when
July. So if you just kick your checks from June and July to me, I can definitely change this red to like a more updated fuchsia. And
Wouldn't
we
mind
can.
mauve, but
Well,
that's not the homepage. Just
Mauve.
that's the.
Mauve it.
Mauve.
I like to move.
well, we can talk
that's-
about that. We
that's
can
so
get
that
a
the
newer
homepage,
picture
yeah.
than this. We can
Yeah,
find-
that one's from
When?
like 8 years ago. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, we can
But I
find
spent,
one of you
the
like when
last
you were
2
passed
years
out by
before
that
trying
dumpster
to
last week.
Save a breaking relationship, then going through being broken. Now I'm okay. What am I doing? And
I really need some direction.
Weren't you releasing a CD last time I spoke?
Well, look
already
at
out.
your
out.
schedule.
What is it?
Look at you got your schedule
free
updated,
trips
though.
to Afghanistan.
Oh,
I have
you-
an album on iTunes.
Oh, do you?
Well, that's one of your bits, right?
Yeah.
Free trips to Afghanistan. Go there. We actually are gonna be.
That sounds enticing.
We'll give you a chance to win a $15 iTunes gift card.
You could buy my album with that very thing that you're.
Could you? It's enough that. Well, we should maybe give it to Brian, and then he'll just buy it, and then you
can
win,
just
right?
give it to
You
me.
get the money. No, you can't.
No, we try to win it back.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll be-
you
I'll
can
be
get, you can
competing
get
today, so you're in
$10
big
ones.
trouble.
You can get $10 iTunes cards.
No,
you
you-
buy them in 3-packs.
Oh, really? Because I've been looking for a 10. This is the lowest I
Go
can
to
find.
Save
That's why I'm getting
Go to
15.
Save On.
Oh, for fuck. See how much money the show's been losing? Jesus. Leave it to
Well,
the native guy to
stop
find it.
losing. It's a game.
Well,
We're trying to rig it.
We need a better way of rigging the fucking games.
What's the
Can't rig
game?
it. If you can't rig it,
We play a game called Celebrity Net Worth.
Yeah.
So
I
what
want.
we
I
do-
want to do comedian going rate. Or what did we
do
call
last
that?
time? What did we do? We went on that like
How much it cost
a
to book
talent
fucking
much-
agency.
3 doors down?
Comedian book. No, but we were doing comedians.
They're like $1 million to
Yeah, dude, you can find guys
do
like
a 3 doors down show.
yeah.
They-
We
that's
went
their
to
thing,
what
it's $1
was it?
million
It was like a talent agency. What did we do?
Yeah.
Just typed in. What did we do? What did you type in?
Comedian booking rate, talent agency.
No.
Yeah, it
something
was
that.
like what had quotes for booking a bunch
Like,
of
well, like what's
celebrities.
your?
But they all
booking-
seem to be in ranges.
What's
Not
my
like
rate?
they were.
$50,000 for an
Does that
appearance
include
fee.
travel?
Oh, I'm
hotel?
good for this too.
You like you guys
Speak to him
don't
about
tell
that.
him now. And just so you know, this will probably be the last episode of Address This Mess because I'm gonna have to sell my fucking house to be able to pay Brett Martin to be here.
We had a verbal contract.
We need a lot of you guys to buy a lot of fucking On It, and make sure you buy the On It through Amazon. That way we'll get more money, and then shave your face with fucking. What do I swear?
Dollar
See?
shave.
Dollar
What do you
shave.
swear? Are you Neanderthal?
Dude, I work. It's a tough gig. Giggles Comedy Agency. I really got to cut out the.
Sounds reputable.
I want to know the origin of the
This
word
wasn't
fuck. Who started it?
For
They should be
unlawful-
making some kind of
for
money.
unlawful carnal knowledge.
But
That's
who popularized it? Who made it what it is? Who made it the most
Don't you have a
efficient word
internet machine in front of
that's
you?
ever existed?
Yeah,
I
Like
don't know
one
if
person decided.
What are Celebrity Talent International? What one did we use?
It's
Right,
an
go on.
adjective. It's a verb. It's a noun. It's an
Are we going? Do you want to play Celebrity Net Worth right now? This is what
conjunction.
we're
I thought we were doing booking fee, comedian booking fee.
No, because that was lame.
Oh, what
because it was
temperature is it
That
in
was
Cairo,
lame.
Egypt?
No, we're doing
temperature
Celebrity
is
Network
Egypt?
because only I know the celebrities. That
So
will
who?
be-
So
You know
what are we
way
doing?
too many celebrities.
Who's playing?
Brett and
Oh,
Stan.
Brett. No, you got to play.
Me versus Brett.
Or no, Brian. I guess if we're just giving away the fucking.
Well,
line,
well, no, well, let's not give it away. Brian can go fuck himself.
then you got to compete for
I
it
will compete with Brett.
because you know 5 celebrities.
I do. I actually, I go out of my way. Like I've got this weird thing. I hated reality TV. It was like one of my things that I really didn't like, and well, I still don't like. So I go out of my way to like not learn celebrities' names. I make sure I'm like people talk about someone famous. I'm like, make sure you don't know that guy because I don't want to. I hated people who, I guess paparazzi, who followed celebrities so much. It's like live your own fucking life. Like you spend your life following someone else's
Like
life.
people
Like,
watching E! Now to find out what famous people they don't know are doing.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, fuck
Right.
that, man. Like do your own thing. So I don't know celebrities. So you
Which
gotta
is
get
at the
me
very
involved.
least only slightly just disingenuous.
It's like we could do like weather around the world, anything.
Weather.
Yeah, I like betting on anything. So this
Depends on how you
Oh,
define a
shit.
celebrity, and it depends on how you
Well,
define.
Brad, we could get in a
no
lot
one.
of
Does
trouble
Paul
tonight.
Bernardo
I
count?
better just fucking. I better open for you and leave before you get off stage. All right, you get going, Stinger. Who are we doing? We're going. Oh, we'll leave this open in case we want to look back, so me and Brett can go over what we're gonna do to that. Where do we go?
Are we to come up with a celebrity? Are you gonna play the theme song?
Okay, what?
There's a theme song to the
Yeah,
game.
we just put on the random shit. I don't know. We're trying to get pulled off iTunes, so we're just playing random songs.
That
on
means
air.
someone's
play
paying
some,
attention.
Play some Bruno Mars.
Fucking.
I will never be
What
on.
about Rihanna? Bitch, better have my money. That sounds like.
I will never be on the spiritual high needed to listen to that Uptown Funk song.
What? I love Uptown Funk.
Yeah, I will never be at that energy
It's my
level.
jam.
I'll never be at that energy level. Where I
Does it
think
sound
that
good?
that is the song I want. I'd have to win the lottery to
Bring-
dance to that song and be like, yeah,
This is Rick Ross.
this is for me.
We're live with another episode of Celebrity Net Worth. We're ready to do it. Stinger, we need our first celebrity. I don't know how to fucking spell celebrity.
Rick Ross, that big feck.
They almost got it for me. Yeah, he's not in the real Rick Ross.
Celebrity.
Richest rappers.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of come up with some obscure celebrities.
Suge.
No,
Knight.
I know what
Suge
Suge
Knight
Knight's
is
worth.
broke.
Suge Knight's worth
Is
$200,000.
he?
I looked it up, man. Check this out. I looked him up the other day because he ran that guy over. He got $20 million bail, and I was like, "Oh man, is Suge gonna be able to pay this shit?" So I looked him up.
He's
200
worried.
200,000 pounds.
He's worried.
Shug's got
Is he gonna be able to
200K.
pay this?
That's
No,
because he's
Shug's-
got that buried under his doghouse. So he's always had
How do they determine
200,000.
this?
I'm not sure if
We're here with Brad Martin, who hasn't spoken for like 5 minutes.
Brad is just in shock and awe.
He's getting ready to play his game. He's visualizing. He's going through his Rolodex of celebrities, what movies they've made, how they did at the box office.
Dude, that music.
Side projects.
Do you even watch a lot of movies or listen
No.
to a lot of music? Do you know anything about
Music I listen
celebrities?
to. No, not really, man. I don't participate. I'm a sports fucking nerd.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can do
man,
some
he-
athlete
he
stuff.
started-
He's
yeah,
got
he-
a.
he started going off
Do you
about
still do
hockey
that?
with me, just
That
went away.
column?
No, see, that's another thing I quit doing. I quit everything after the breakup. All I did was just get drunk and go on the road, and that's been like the last year and a half. So
What happened, Harry? Some little filly break your heart?
Uh,
No, it was a girl.
and a horse too, both of them at the same time. And yeah, she took the horse. So it was a bad time.
Okay, let's go athletes then.
I'll do anything. I can
Do you
still.
do
I'm good
all
at
four
guessing.
sports? Like, I guess
Basketball's my least favorite.
everybody
but,
knows
yeah.
a few of the gigantic celebrities. But this is
I'm willing to try. I can.
We're gonna make
I can
this a tough
deduce
game.
well.
He's a
I can
good
guess
deducer.
property value. In
What do you think this
Topeka.
house is worth
okay.
right
First
now
celebrity-
without the studio?
Without the studio? Well, is the dog included in it?
Shit.
Then
I'll
it's
throw
worth-
him in if you.
It's worth a dog's
It
life.
depends. If you put new stairs on the deck.
$289 with the dog. $295.
Wow, he's really good. You're pretty fucking close. That's
Huh?
good job. Yeah,
Dog's
you
worth
did.
$6,000.
Yeah, the dog is worth like 16, I think. Actually,
Hey,
Yeah,
Alex,
fair
how's your
enough.
401k? Is it
This
good?
dog's probably worth
Is it
$1
tight?
million. Happiest dog in the world.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm inside.
Cash any RSPs?
Looks a little overweight.
Did you get near your limit?
I'm pretty close. 289, and 289. That's just for the studio that we're in right now, because that's how big time we are here to Dress This Mess.
My camera's worth $100 at least.
Well, yeah, that's a Logitech.
High
That's iMac,
resolution.
Logitech.
That's what they
Okay.
filmed the entire Indiana
Give me,
Jones
give, me
trilogy.
give me an athlete. What are we doing?
An athlete?
Hockey?
An athlete?
Anyone
No.
else?
Retired or active?
I'll give you one, and then since we're.
Do you want to do it? You
Yeah.
can pick one.
Here's
We'll
one
let
for
pick
you.
The first one.
Do
do you know
It
him?
can't be
Do you
someone
him?
you know,
fucking-
though.
Do I
You
know
can't
yeah,
be someone you know.
Pete Sampras.
So do you know how much
Pete
he's worth?
no idea.
Sampras.
I have no idea how much he's worth.
All right, well, I'm trusting you. I'm going to guess that Pete Sampras is worth.
I know Pete Sampras.
Personally?
Yeah.
Is he retired or
Said when he
active?
lives around here, his name's Nick Angus.
I know a Sidney Crosby and a Charlie Brown. They're from back home.
But not the Pete Sampras, or is it the Pete
No,
Sampras?
no.
No,
It's a
he's
guy who
just
looks like Pete Sampras.
A doppelganger.
My guess,
He's
that
got
guy's
those
probably
absurd
worth.
eyebrows.
I was just say 4 million.
I'm gonna say 24 million.
Pete Sampras?
He won something like
Oh,
15
fuck,
majors.
yeah.
Retired or active?
He was
Is
the king
is
of tennis, but tennis was
Is he
still.
still playing?
Bet you John Mack.
Oh, I spelled his name wrong.
He's done no like endorsement deals or anything.
Pete Sampras is
Used to s-
worth 150 million.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Round one goes to Brett. Well, we should have explained the rules to you, Brett. So we do a best of
Oh,
5.
okay.
So you got to win 3. So you're
Fair
up
enough.
1-0 now.
You should have to be within 100 million. Though.
Would you say 4 million?
I didn't fucking know.
Pete Sampras is getting it, son.
Pete Sampras. Like, when was the last time he even played?
He must hang out with Michael
That's what I'm
Jordan.
asking. Active or
But it's because it's
retired?
worldwide. That's the thing.
What's he
like-
still bringing in a year, man? Jesus.
Well, the guy obviously has good fucking money spending habits to still have that much. You could give me $150 million
He could afford
today.
to bail Suge Knight like 7 times.
Shug, you gotta get on good
Give him a
terms
call,
with
man.
Pete,
Pete
buddy.
Sampras could buy Suge Knight.
Shug, I want that guy ran over. Go get him. Shug,
Shug.
this isn't the first time Shug ran someone over either. He's fucking.
Dude, Suge is still the only guy that's like pulling drive-bys. Like he did a drive-by this year. When it's like, when's the last time you heard about that? Sure, it happens like on a low level in a ghetto neighborhood, but for a guy to be of celebrity and then still have those hood roots where he pulls a
Rocking
drive-by,
it, man.
it's
Old
involved.
school. He's rocking it old
yeah,
school.
Shug will not change.
Let's go a little PG here. Zdeno Chara.
Oh, Zdeno Chara. Ooh, I'm gonna say 71 million.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah, he's been playing in the league for so long.
spends
It's
some-
been
he's
out.
gotta eat.
No,
He's
it's
a big
71
boy.
million.
Hey,
71
we're
million.
7 million a
competition, no
year.
helping you
7
guys.
million a
71
year.
You're saying
million.
71 million. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go
7
above
million
that.
a year.
I'm gonna go 103.
Oh,
Okay.
Zdeno, is he selling? Is putting his face on products
That's
back
what I'm
in
thinking.
the,
It's gotta
in the
be something like
homeland?
50 million.
50 million. Fuck.
Fuck.
What'd you
Oh,
say?
man.
I said 75.
Okay.
It's 71. I said 71.
You're,
71.
I'm way off.
As
You
you
won
are.
that round.
No, we're
1-1?
pretty good. 1-1. It's a 1-1 round.
Okay.
Okay, Stinger, you pick one. Yeah, I want one of those beer too. I feel like this guy's got an inside scoop. He's like fucking sandbagging me.
This is
He's
gonna
like,
be
I'll
a
throw
good
couple
show.
in
This is
there
gonna
that
be
I
a
don't
good
know.
comedy show tonight.
I want to know how much.
Fucking, I'm gonna need to take
Getting
a
a little bit
cab
juiced.
to the comedy show. Usually I drive there and leave my truck, but I'm gonna have to cab there.
No.
Probably.
I've seen you like drink like 12. How many have you had?
Fucking talking about.
This is being
I did
recorded,
not drink
Brian.
12 and drive. That is ridiculous. Fuck you talking about, man? There's all my sponsors. Yeah.
Fred
So-
Couples.
No, Warren Sapp.
Fred Cup.
Warren
Warren
Sapp.
Sapp just lost his job. I want to know. That might have fluctuated in the last.
Warren Sapp. Dude, I have no idea with any of this. Like, I feel way better with the movie celebrity people. I'm gonna say
He's a Hall of Fame.
No athletes.
no. Warren Sapp. Yeah, I know. Warren Sapp is worth 62.7 mil.
62-7.
NFL, not guaranteed money.
Oh shit, dude! They're fucking NFL. They did that whole documentary. Gone Broke was basically NFL
Yeah,
players.
I love
that. Warren Sapp could be like $5,000, but he
it's
could also be
all
one of the
like-
smart guys. He could be.
And it goes to ex-wives
I'm going
and
to go 31 million. Warren
child
Sapp.
support.
Warren Sapp just got caught with a couple of hookers when he has a primetime TV
Is it two
job. I don't
A's or
think
two
he's-
P's? It's two P's. Yeah, I got it right.
Sap?
Oh my god,
Minus
negative
one.
1 million.
He's bankrupt.
Oh no!
Who won that one?
That's fucking
I
Brett.
get that, yeah.
Brett got it. man.
That's
He's
3,
closest.
isn't it?
No, it's 2.
Oh, it's 2-1,
We're 2-1 now.
With an annual salary of $540,000.
Dude, we should make this a best of 7. 'cause
I
this is
want
so
a
much fun to
tiebreaker
do.
on
It's 2-1. It's
how many
2-1.
women or how many kids he has by how many different women.
Do you want to do
Because
that?
there's no way
I'll do
you
that.
lose that.
Gino
yeah.
Object's got 9
I
by
want to
8.
double down.
How many?
Probably, I'm going to go 6 different mothers and 7 different kids.
6 by 7 or 7 by 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
5 by 5.
Okay. And this is just for shits and gigs, or just
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Hang on. I
This
need
is
to.
for content.
Okay, you're going 5 and 5. You're doing 6.
7 kids, 6 mothers.
7, 6
baby
moms.
mamas.
Was one a twin or 2 twins? Were they
No,
twins?
one he really liked, he went
No,
twice.
yeah,
Okay,
he went
yeah,
twice.
okay, that was the-
shopping.
Was that the beginning or the end? Like, usually probably the beginning. The first
It
one.
was like
you really
the one that
liked,
you
and then-
complained to about all
It
the
was
others.
his high school
And
sweetheart.
then they knocked her up again.
The one who
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
let him throw it in her ass.
You're nothing like. You're nothing like the other ones.
But not his wife.
Not his wife.
That's another one.
Didn't have many that lasted long.
Yeah, like those that
Okay, what do we
Sam
got?
Kijiji, wife's pissed. Or, yeah, got her girlfriend's pregnant. Got to sell the
How many
snowmobile.
kids
Wife's
does Warren
pissed.
9
Sapp
from
have?
8. 9 from 8.
9
Oh!
kids from 8.
Jeez.
Hey,
Neville
if Gino
Chamberlain?
Object can do it.
I'm gonna say he's got
This guy
8.
can.
8 from 3. He's a pretty steady man.
No.
wow.
Yep, 8 from 3. How many
He's a
kids
loyal.
does Warren Sapp have from how
How many kids does Warren Sapp make a year?
On
Where do you
average.
find this? Warren Sapp's ex-wife. You still owe me $3 million. Comes up.
Well, I'm a little short. According to
As
this
you can see
website.
from my net worth,
Holy
I'm negative a
Where
million.
do we look for this, dude?
What's
This
your
is gonna
family
take
like?
a while to.
Usually
play
says
out,
on
I
the
think.
right.
Over here.
Yeah.
Date of
Somewhere
birth,
in
high
there
school,
it'll talk.
college.
I scroll down and have like
Career.
kids.
He
know.
he
do,
for-
do an image.
He
for
forced
some of his
19
children.
fumbles, if you're wondering.
4 interceptions, that's not bad. But he's got to have more kids than that.
He's got more kids than
Does he have no
interceptions.
kids? Just look on the left if he has any family thing to click
Just
on.
go like Warren.
Personal life.
Or you can just edit it and say that we'll just put in that he has
Personal life, right down
8
there.
kids
Personal
by
life.
9.
Right here. Personal life. Bankruptcy.
See, they're paying tribute to Gino tomorrow night
Oh, really?
at Vancouver Canucks.
He paired with a professional dancer.
It's a fan appreciation day.
Activities.
Look, he made a stand-up comedy debut.
The roast of Larry the Cable Guy. I when I was in Vegas, I went to
That's what I'm waiting for.
Brad.
you did
Oh,
go see
yeah.
check out a
Yeah.
out a comedy show,
I went to Brad.
so we don't have to
Garrett's
hear his horror story
comedy
anymore.
club.
Warren Sapp kids. We'll just look
And,
up if he has children.
the
Okay, here we
headliner
go.
was-
He's got 4 kids.
4 kids.
Who was
They're all named Sapp. Why does this one have a 2? Like Sapp 2.
Warren Carlos Sapp II, obviously.
Oh. I should read the rest of the name. That makes so much more sense.
who is Warren Sapp?
Look at the face he's making.
Football
How
player.
appropriate is that?
For
Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the day.
Yeah.
So where can we find out the mothers?
Spouse 1. Oh, she died. Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Well, Warren, how'd that
Sorry-
happen, huh?
Sorry, Warren.
Norm Macdonald, better get on that.
Warren Sapp about child support. Well,
Oh, go back.
well, 4 kids. What did I say? I said 7 by 6. You said
I said 8 kids by 3.
We're
3.
just a bunch
Is it
of
9 by
cunts.
8?
that's probably a really good man. You know.
Yeah, he's got fucking one wife. She died. He's fucking trying to pay all this shit. You
He's
know.
not fucking Sean Kemp, apparently.
Well, does it say his wife actually died? Because wasn't it his wife saying she owed,
yeah,
you owed her
oh,
$3 mil?
they were only married.
You owed me $3 mil, and then she dies.
They
That's
were only
weird, eh?
married. until 2003. I thought obviously that wasn't her lifespan. What do you do? Marry your 5-year-old? You sick fuck.
You fucking weirdo. Booked yourself in for a 98. Okay, we need more celebrities.
Total.
I gotta beat this
Fuck
guy.
Warren Sapp.
Fuck,
Athlete?
Seriously, with the money we owe him for coming here, and then if we give him this, we're fucked. This is what we need to get our startup going. We're gonna have to start a Kickstarter again.
It's almost mine.
It's close. You're one win away from taking a $15 iTunes gift card off of us.
Here's a tricky one. Dennis Rodman.
Wow.
Does he still make money?
Yep, he's worth $11.4 million.
11.
I didn't even know -0 was a,
It's
an
a real
option.
thing.
Yeah, I assume he
I
spent
didn't know it was
lot
a
of
thing.
If you look up my
Dennis
net
Rodman.
worth, I'm in the
Bet.
fucking negatives.
He retired 94.
He's got some equity in the 7 houses he probably has.
I'm gonna say Dennis Rodman is
Is he making more or less than $11 million?
more.
How much more?
That's the
Under
question.
over.
I don't think it's much. I think it's below
I
20.
shouldn't have
I think
to go
I can see
first
me in the
every
teens.
time.
No,
I think I'm
I
getting
don't.
ripped
I don't
off with
think it's.
going
I don't
first.
think it's over.
Dennis Rodman net worth, right?
It's under
18
11.
million.
It's under,
18.
no, it's under 11.
18?
Okay, here
Or
we go. Is that,
totally bankrupt.
is that your final option?
5.
18
I'm
to 11.
I'm saying
You
5.
said it out loud.
5.5.
It's a real thing. He's still making money.
Negative $1 million. That seems common.
Oh.
Dude, we're 2-2.
Oh.
Oh, Dennis.
Whoa.
Dennis. Okay, we'll do best of 7.
Oh, look at this. You see how many kids his dad had? Rodman is believed to be the oldest of his father's 47 children.
Not a
Jesus
typo.
Christ.
What?
I don't know if that should be 427
What website are
or
you on?
47
Nailed it.
Celebrity Network. I nailed it.
47 kids.
That's a
How many
tall
fucking
order,
dads
man.
is that? Dude, if that's all with
crazy.
one broad couldn't pump out 47.
That's some
kids,
alpha
right?
male
No.
shit. No,
How
that
many-
just means you never ever wore a condom and you never ever pulled out.
How,
That's all that means.
how many kids can one girl have in a lifetime?
Well, I don't think it was the same.
No, that's what I mean. I don't think it was at all.
64, she's having another kid.
Just get him out. They're just falling out at this point. She's walking in the store. Ah, for fuck.
George Foreman.
George Foreman. Didn't we do him before?
Junior or
Okay, George Foreman. I'll do him. I think.
or
With
junior
the-
junior
with the
or
girl
junior
business?
junior junior.
I don't think we did.
With the grill business?
You want to do someone else?
I'm cool unless you guys think that you've done it before.
Have we done? I feel like we did Foreman. I don't remember at all. Like I don't even remember what fucking.
I think he's worth more
Who
than
did
you
you
swore
swore
again.
again?
I think he's worth
You
240
swore
million.
I'm getting flustered. Okay, I'm having a hard time. My throat
Fucking
is
flustered.
parched. I've been doing stuff.
Feet hurt. My voice
George
is hoarse.
Foreman.
240 million.
240 million,
Whoa.
George Foreman.
117 million.
Oh.
I'm gonna
let's
say
see it.
100.
Let's see it.
100 even.
For fuck, 250.
Wow.
You nailed it.
Doing it
Here
right.
you go, Brett Martin. You
Damn.
won yourself. We need like some celebratory music. Like
I'm going to buy...
Don't believe me
I'm going to buy my album.
Smart guy. Look at that. He's gonna convert.
gonna
this,
buy his
He's
own
gonna
album.
convert this right into cash.
What is it?
Instantly.
What is it? What is what is it going for on
Simon
iTunes?
King was like, I'm going to buy Kyle
It's
Kinane's
like
album.
$7 or something.
$7.
It was weird because,
Oh, did
yeah.
Simon beat us
You,
too,
so you
right?
must have set it at its lowest price.
I wanted to make it 5 for the whole download, but then the individual like per track.
No, I don't
thing
think
was like
iTunes-
79 cents, but then they ended up just doing it for the.
Yeah, iTunes won't let you go below a certain point.
Here you go.
Well, then
We're
it
doing
might
like a
probably
rap
not Karen
thing.
happen again. I just let it be.
This guy might actually try to sue us for money after playing this song because he does need some fucking money. So here you go, Simon. It's Simon. Why are we talking about Simon? Brett Martin, congratulations. Here's your $15
you.
iTunes gift card.
And thank you, George Foreman.
Are you going to kick that a little back to him? He looks
Speaking
like
of
he could
guys
use
with negative 1 million net worth,
it. Dude, DMX is in trouble. He's my boy. He'll be
he's out of
fine.
his mind, though.
What does it
About some
actually
of
say?
the
You ever
world's,
seen him
like,
play
most
that
negative
Rudolph the
worth.
Red Wolf? Or
What does it
Rudolph
say
the
when you
Red-Nosed
click
Reindeer?
DMX? Negative 10 million.
Who's that?
Holy fuck, X, you're in trouble,
Yeah, that's
buddy.
John White's bit.
Yeah, man.
Local comic, John White?
Have you ever
Yeah,
seen him do
he
that?
does. He talks about DMX, bro.
Does he?
Oh, the guy
Yeah.
from
I gotta start paying attention.
Game of Thrones,
The guy from Game of Thrones.
Jon Snow. Yeah, have you ever seen DMX do that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? And you just realize what he does with every song. He starts playing it on a table with this lady. It's only like a minute long, but he
Well, let's do it. Just shut up.
just DMX's it. And it's
Dude, did the podcast get bad when I get, like, if we first time we started having guests, we started going like 2-hour podcasts, and I can't pace my drinking for a 2-hour podcast. I'm drunk by the end of it. Stinger's still making sense. I'm just sitting here staring. I'm yelling, "What did you say?" And I look really stupid. But it's funny. I have a good time. Here you go.
Oh, great.
This is more fun than doing comedy sometimes. Sometimes.
He said,
Podcast?
Yeah, it's more fun. Sometimes.
The only problem is during the daylight. I'm just not.
He's like, I know it.
I'm not awake yet.
Don't even worry about it. I know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and
Oh,
Vixen,
shit.
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous
Does he bark? Does he bark?
Come on. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you never saw him, you would even say it close. Come on.
That's good.
Come on.
You used to have to call their names. They never
Does he do a what? He's got to do a what in here?
started any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
He's actually killing it. Come on.
He's not.
He's doing so good.
ride my sleigh tonight.
What is he killing?
This is a way better. This is the best Rudolph I've ever heard. This is the absolute best Rudolph I've ever seen in my life.
You go down to history forever.
It's better than Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah.
Run
See,
DMC.
what? I knew he was
What?
going to what? That's my favorite. What? Detroit.
It's kind of like a bark, but not really.
Okay, let's see if we can find Eminem doing fucking Rudolph, and you can go fuck yourself.
No.
Rudolph. No, Eminem's actually probably the best rapper going. I really like him.
I'm not
Check-
sure.
No,
check
look at
the
no.
score.
Eminem can't even do Rudolph, son.
I'm not
Check
sure
the score,
he needs
someone.
to be doing it.
Oh, it's 1-1 after 1. Don't worry. I'm getting
Check the
updates from my
score
buddy.
and then-
Tavares get a point?
I don't know.
This
Well-
matters. You're a big
Who's
hockey
leading
fan.
right now?
We should've
It's
done
Crosby,
it.
right?
We
It's
should
like
have done
83, 81, something like that.
We should do a companion. Can we get the game in here?
We can do whatever we want.
We'll watch
here,
the
man.
third period. You're a big hockey fan.
No, it's 1-1 after 1. That's the latest I got.
No, it's the end of the second. It says right there.
Already?
End of second. It's live on Sportsnet. Yeah, we just go to.
At 4 o'clock start, it makes sense.
Hang on. I think we can get it if we go to here.
We'll just do a fucking game.
How you
companion.
feeling about Winnipeg?
I think they can definitely go. They can beat St. Louis or Anaheim. I think.
Really?
Oh yeah. definitely.
Holy
They
shit.
played St. Louis well the whole year, and I'm just not,
Are you talking with your heart or your head?
head.
Okay.
They just went and beat them. 1-0 on Tuesday after playing Minnesota before.
Dude, our MacBook has
There was that
3
game against St.
viruses.
Louis when Pavlis let in that
Crazy.
one goal from the red line, but that was going to be an overtime. They got St. Louis's number, man. And
St.
plus-
Louis has no luck in the playoffs because they always have to face Chicago. So if they can't get past Winnipeg, they're fucked. Because then they can't get past anybody.
But it still could be Anaheim because it all depends on how that all shakes down. But I think they can beat Anaheim too.
Oh, Crosby got an apple.
Yeah, was it a second assist?
No, primary.
No,
Probably not real
okay.
primary.
He's
don't
he's
fuck with him.
4th, by the way, in primary assists. Fucker.
Fucker.
Oh, dude, did I just close our podcast?
Oh, he
I
just
didn't
lost
know,
everything. He just lost everything.
Yeah, dude, I totally would have. Dude, look at this. This thing's just starting downloads. I don't want MacKeeper, and I don't
Dude,
want...
these sites are so sketchy. I don't know how they function, where they're from,
No, they're
how
fucking...
Are you doing
There
First
you go.
Row Sports? Is that First Row Sports?
Brian, we don't like to indulge our...
Okay,
fellow,
okay.
You know? There you
You
go. You
know?
got the
You know what
intermission
I mean?
report.
So this Kamloops is just one night, obviously.
Rob
right?
Scuderi, I'd assume
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
one
Wow.
shot.
But sure, that's funny. I gotta talk to the dude.
First
there.
of the
Gotta-
year, actually.
I still gotta figure out when I'm getting there. But yeah, gotta land, pick up the car.
You know what? I have a
drive.
girl
up
in
Mike.
Prince George right now
Pick
who
up Mike.
needs to get to Kamloops.
Pick up some
How
rides.
is he?
She
How
can
is,
probably...
like, how is
you
he
guys
as a
can travel
comic?
together.
No
Two
volume.
things, but
no
neither
volume.
of them.
How'd you
No
like that
volume on the
Buffalo
TV.
suspension?
Turn the
That
That
volume.
was a hell of a check, man.
Pretty gross, eh?
But I love
Turn
Buffalo,
the volume
especially
down,
for what he
for
did to
fuck's
Kane.
sake.
So that's
It's not even on. Well, you're saying I don't know what the fuck
Getting
you're
them
saying,
out of
Brian.
town.
yeah, man.
I can
That
hear
trade is
sound.
huge. Getting Myers in, Stafford's been awesome.
Yeah, that was a weird trade.
Like Myers and Kane straight up is a fair trade, and I think that Winnipeg wins anyways. And then
No,
Bogosian.
I thought Bogosian Myers was pretty straight across.
I thought...
Oh man, Myers is way better than Bogosian. Bogosian, I've been watching this guy for the 3 years he's been in Winnipeg. He's just like, no, maybe Robin or Garrett with a bit of a better shot.
Well, they're both pretty much said that goes. Like maybe Myers has a better trajectory on his career, but I haven't seen them do anything spectacular. Either one of them.
I've been watching him in Winnipeg, man. He's been their like
unquestioned.
unquestioned number one defenseman. He's been fantastic. Like his ability to create offense. He's got that monster reach. Like I think he's going to be.
I think that Winnipeg came out on the high end of that deal. Like I think
Oh, yeah,
they got more than what Kane was worth.
So they're
I'm
saying
gonna-
at first it was Bogosian Myers. Like no, it was Kane Myers and
and
then
they got
Bogosian
Stafford,
Stafford.
right?
Stafford's
Yeah.
right.
Me,
Whoa!
Brendan Lemieux, who's going to be awesome. Claude Lemieux's son.
Jesus, Brian, you have some fucking flashbacks, bud?
Sorry. I'm gonna bring this back to comedy. You listen to Guy McPherson?
Do I listen to Guy McPherson?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Guy McPherson hosts the podcast.
I know a guy.
It's
I
like a
don't
radio
dislike
show.
Guy. I just don't do this.
But he had
open that
he had
door. He
Daryl
wants
Lennox.
out now.
He had Daryl Lennox on the show as a co-host, and Paula Antil was a guest.
Maybe not. I don't know.
And Daryl said to her, "Who are you on the Canucks?" Right? She's like, "I'm Alex Burrows.
Ugh.
I'm undrafted.
Oh God.
Whoa.
I'm undrafted.
I pull hair.
I'm a agitator or whatever it
Bite
was she
fingers.
said, right?"
Good
And
roller
he-
hockey.
Suck dick.
And Daryl goes, "You just described yourself in the Vancouver comedy scene. Who like bring it back to comedy? Who are you?" Like
In a sports.
like Alex Burrows went undrafted.
What Vancouver
he was
Canuck are you right
he
now?
worked his
Brett?
You gotta
he-
hate the Canucks though.
he worked
so-
no, but you don't have to be a Canuck.
Good.
He worked his way up to the
I'm Sean Monahan because
he worked his way up to the first line.
Hey, look at they just had fucking.
I don't know who I am, man.
The actual John.
Wasn't that a good question though?
It is, but it's just I don't know. You're gonna get like an honest question from someone to I don't know or honest answer. Who the fuck am I? I don't know. I'm me. I'm Brett. I'm fucking reliable.
If you were Klitschko or Jennings,
But
who would
but if you
be?
had to describe yourself as a like if you had to say,
Klitschko
"Oh,
is like a
I'm
weird.
Alex Ovechkin.
Lock
I'm
on
the
the
goal
title.
scorer. I'm the
But there's no. I don't know, man. Hockey. You can't really compare hockey to comedy. It's
Yeah,
like-
you can.
What,
Paula
I'm Pavel
Antil just did.
Datsyuk?
Paula Antil just did.
She just said she likes Alex Burrows. Like, that's not
No.
really a
Brett-
comparison.
Brett to me seems like he could kind of
He
be
was-
a Vinny
she was asked-
LeCavalier.
she
You know,
was
he's
asked.
just, he's sitting back and just watching things go by. Just real chill.
But when it's the third period and it matters, then I'm going to score the game-winning goal, and I'm going to knock out the guy on the other team I don't like. But then, like, the first period, I might just be no factor. Like, no factor.
We're just gonna watch. We'll see how this.
So
thing
is that who
plays
you
out.
are as a comic?
Yeah, well, it's how I was a hockey player. Like, true, I just, like, if the game was on the line, I'd be, like, we'll win. I'll take us there. If it's not, I would be just a liability almost. Like,
I am a defensive liability. I think that I should just be a power play specialist. I just want to shoot the puck, and I don't want to have to back check. I like carrying the puck, so power
Sounds like
plays
Kareem
work good.
Abdul-Jabbar.
well, like, at home, when I'm just going
Doesn't he
to
play
do sets, so if I'm, like, I'm
Yeah.
not getting paid, I have
Who's
nothing
this?
to prove, I just go there to have fun. So I'm not, like, I'm not going to kill. I'm just going to... I'm not even for reaction. I'm just going to try things out. And
Brett just wants to
those
get
are the shows I
drunk
wouldn't
tonight, man.
necessarily do
He's offered him free booze, Nancy O's. He's fucking here.
Yeah, if you're coming to the show tonight, do that. Then bring weed too. Let's just get fucked up. I got some, but whatever. There's more. Always
No,
welcome.
dude, we
Where'd
got.
you get
what
it?
do you want? You
Here?
want a sativa?
Did
You
you?
want an indica?
Sativa always, man.
You
More
smoked a sativa today. That's what.
Uh.
Are you without saying that?
Allegedly.
Shit. Is that okay?
Just fine. Yeah, I
Allegedly.
prefer
Yeah,
sativa.
Okay. Yeah.
These
But I
stories
smoke
are all
day every day. It
fictional.
doesn't really.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
This
didn't
may
know
or
if
may
I-
not have happened. It's being documented right now.
Sativa smoking. Yep.
Well, let me ask you the same question. If you were to describe yourself as a comedian, as one of the hockey players, who are you?
Brian, I don't even know what I am as a comedian yet. You
do.
You wanna,
You do. Because I've learned.
I'm a guy
44
who
years old.
plays in the Central League, who sleeps at the arena. Out of necessity.
I've learned.
Not out of
I've
love.
learned, Alex. When I ask a question and someone says, "I don't know," they do.
No, like because.
Well, just think about it. Think about it while we
asked us
talk.
to do that.
How does
comedy
say I
show.
don't know?
I don't know.
You
You
do.
know. You just said I don't know.
You asked us to do that comedy show where we were gonna do each other, and I don't even like. And you're like, no, it's good practice
Oh, do you
because
remember-
you should do if you can. Like,
Keno's
it's-
just did it
it's
not too
good
long ago.
practice to do the
Andy
other comedian
and
shit.
Chris did each other.
Didn't you ask one question and
You
then
didn't
start
hear it,
asking
but
another
you
one while
didn't-
it's being answered?
Do you remember that show?
It's
Do
the
you remember-
world's strangest podcast. It's like, well, ask 4 questions and then just answer them as they come. Like, there's no order, no priority.
No. Well, the
Stay
thing
on your
is,
toes.
Why is the sky
On
blue?
Hell-
We'll get to that. Currently, we're running what hockey player. What
On
golfer
Hell-
would you be?
Brett, where does the sun go at night?
It's in space.
behind the
somewhere.
clouds.
Next question.
On Halloween, we did dead comedians,
babies come from?
right? And we did their act, right? Keno, not too long ago, did comics doing comics. I forget who Simon did, but Andy did Chris.
Simon did Ivan Decker.
Andy Canadian, right? And vice versa. Ivan did
But
Simon.
did he do Ivan Decker? Did he do Ivan Decker's material? 'Cause Simon is talented
Ivan
enough.
Decker did Simon's, and Simon did Ivan.
They did their material and an impression of them.
Yeah.
Because Simon's ability to do impressions, he could just write material for the guy too.
He did Daryl Lennox. Like last time he was in town, we were out afterwards, and he was doing Daryl Lennox, and it was so fucking dead on. But no, he was doing Ivan Decker, and he was doing Ivan's material.
Ivan's material,
That-
the way,
and
the
and
way
wa-
Ivan does it.
Right.
Right.
That's the whole idea. because you're doing something that's not you, right?
Yeah. Could you
Yeah,
imagine
you're
punching
just-
up
you're
someone's material and then just like?
But the
almost
thing is,
stealing
Brian,
all
what
their
I'm getting
shit?
at, I don't even know who I fucking am. Like you're like I was gonna do Stinger just because I know his jokes. I don't, and I know most of them, so I don't have to memorize a whole bunch of shit. And it's all shit. I got his shit memorized, but like I don't even know who I am as a comic, so I don't know how I'm supposed to try and be someone else as a comic.
Well, I just asked
You know, so
you
I
the
don't
question.
know. I don't know who I am as a hockey player, Brian. Fuck, I just want to go home, man. Poof.
Yeah, but you could do a celebrity. You could do. If you could do accents, you could do Jim Jeffries. Because you know his material enough, or you like his material enough.
I can't do a single
that
accent.
you
Though.
would
The only
do
one
it.
I try to do like this British thing where you're like, oh, what do you mean you don't know where it is? And I pretty much just don't say any Oz. And you're just like, what do you mean you can't find them? You bloody well better find them before we get there. And you just are like cutting off. You're saying half words.
Well, you sound like a deaf English person.
Sounds like Johnny Rotten.
Because
What do you think of Simon going to England?
And what's your
That's
policy
awesome.
on
Yeah,
Columbus
it'd be
Day?
good for him,
awesome.
man.
For what reason?
Yeah. Well, they got such a great comedy scene over there.
Have you ever done comedy abroad? Can we say?
I have, yeah, been to England.
He went to Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Dude, you went to
I've been
Afghanistan?
Oh, yeah? I thought you did. No,
Yeah.
it's part of his bit.
free trip.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
the
now
bits
you're
about.
wrecked as fucking.
Well, the bit's not wrecked at all.
Okay,
No.
good.
He wrecked his whole life.
Yeah, now everyone knows.
Nor
he's
my
a-
life. My life remained intact.
He's a
and,
big
and the
fat
bit's
phony.
fine. Yeah, I've been to England, and yeah, they got an awesome scene over there. It's like the reverence for comedy is the way that we sort of look at film here, like
Okay.
Canada. Like actually real respect for it.
Right. How do you get a gig over there?
Same thing
all
you
sorts
do
of-
here.
That's
You
it.
go over there by yourself?
Yep.
Because I'm looking at selling my house and traveling the world next year. And if
Do
I can
it.
do some comedy while I'm over there, that'd be fucking super
It's
cool.
the same as here. Just contact people, go on stage.
Just
and,
hit an open mic and then hopefully do good and be like, hey, can I
Just
come
hit up
just-
Simon.
hit up Simon? Smart
Have you ever
man.
thought about going to...
How come you went to
England?
Montreal? Sorry to just bombard you again.
no, I'll move
Four
to LA
questions.
before I
We
go
need
to
one more
England.
from him.
Why did I go to Montreal?
Yeah. What was the differences? Like, was there?
When like
language barrier
years
at
ago, or when I moved there?
Yeah.
I moved there because of my ex, so I met her there, and then I'm like, fuck, I'll just stay here.
Were you doing
Moving
comedy
for
out
a
of
girl
there?
sounds
Yeah.
like a bad idea.
So
And it was,
moving there was not
he's also
just
on the
work
road.
related. But when you were doing comedy there, how different was it?
A little bit, because I was living in Toronto at the time. Toronto was you could get away with sort of like character and attitude could carry you. In Montreal, they wanted jokes,
Right.
and it was, that
Oh,
Like-
okay, like yeah, it didn't matter as much about like your presence, just
Exactly.
what was coming out,
Yeah.
not how you were bringing.
And
it up.
conversely, you could have like a really simple presence with like just well-written jokes, and they would really respond to that. Whereas in
Okay.
Toronto, that lack of razzle would be like, oh, next. So that really forced me to change, and it's like, okay, I really have to make sure that these are communicate ideas to people. So it was good.
Because
Definitely good to go there.
Like I really just try to come off as likable. Like I just smile lots and just look like I'm having fun, and hope people are like, "Oh, look at him, he's having a good time." Must be like
He's
make a wish
trying
day.
so hard.
Like, you know, make a wish day. They let the kid out. You're doing good.
And for whatever reason, Montreal, that just
That won't do it. So don't go.
they want more.
east.
Yeah, they want
So stay-
jokes.
Stay west. Yeah, I don't have a lot of those. Fuck.
How long has it been since you did your comedy now?
3 to 4 years. Oh God, no, way more now. Probably 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
super cool
they-
doing
they've-
comedy now?
No,
No.
no, it was actually the worst.
How long
Fuck,
did
to be
you
honest
do?
with
How long did you do? Did you do it
I did
30?
I did like an hour. But the thing is, like, you go in there and
Was it cut down to 30?
Let me tell the fucking story.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! Don't get hung over me here and then bombard me with 4 questions at once. I go
Yeah,
in
you
there
guys.
and they tell you what to wear, so you don't get to wear what you want. So right there, your sense of self is taken away. So I'm like, fuck, okay. So then I have to wear like a black sweater and a black shirt and blue jeans, which what every other fucking comic that's done a special looks like. So like my originality is out the
No.
window.
Have you seen Damon Schroeder?
Okay, but yeah, that's
Damon?
also. Anyways, trust
Tell
me,
the
I know
story.
what I was told, and I had to go to the store and buy a sweater
Yeah,
specifically. to
I've
cover
heard
the-
stories about that.
Then they're asked me to watch my language, watch my content. So
Oh,
basically,
really?
everything that was me, I wasn't able to do. So I was in this weird midground of trying to please this. The thing I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
understand.
What was your main reason for not turning it down?
Money?
Cash and exposure.
Yeah.
Money?
Cash.
I mean,
Yeah.
on the flip side, what's done for
What
my
was it
career has
back
been
then?
fantastic. It's opened a lot of doors for me.
Right.
It's been an asset, but it's something that I would never watch and never recommend anyone watch it. It's a really poor example of what I do as a comic.
Right.
What was the fee back then? 5,000? 3,000?
It was a good amount of money.
Okay,
It was,
okay.
It was a good amount of cash. How much do you make a year to the dollar?
How much did you make a year before
taxes.
What?
What kind of band money you getting, man?
I do well.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell because I have to pick you up and bring you up here every fucking time.
No, I just thought he meant that like in the band money. He's like, I do well. Just getting band money. A lot of guys can't do it. I can do it.
And that experience with the Comedy Hour really got me to where I'm sort of at now, which is like just to follow my own path, do things the way I want to do them. Like the next thing I'm going to shoot's going to be all me. The album is all me.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, from here on in, it's only on my accord and
Are
no
you
one
gonna
else's.
release it on your website or?
Well, the album's already out there, so it's you can get it on iTunes. I don't know how
So what's it called
technology will wear out. Free trips to Afghanistan.
Free trips to Afghanistan. Holy
AFGHAN.
It makes sense when you hear the album.
Yeah.
And
No, like I don't know what I
You still
would
do that joke?
ever call
Yeah.
a comedy now.
Yeah. You can do it tonight.
probably.
You know what joke I missed? Snatch you.
I don't do that much. Actually, I don't do that at all.
I asked you to do it in Mackenzie, and you
Didn't do it.
I just forgot. Sorry, man.
twice. We
Martin's
did
like
we did 2 nights there. And
He's going around doing his greatest hits.
does
heard
that bother
was-
you? Does that
I-
bother you when people ask you to do that?
No.
No. Okay.
I heard that was why Leno did it first, and Seinfeld was doing it too, where they would never release a special, so they could tour around every
keep
club.
doing their
and
material.
keep
It makes a
doing
lot of
same
sense, man. Because I do
hour.
get a pressure
Yeah.
to change what I have now. Like, well,
Right.
I mean, I have some new stuff, but I mean, fuck, it is the best shit I've written in like 15 years. Of course, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do shit I've written this month. Like, it's not gonna be all that good. Do you want to hear
Yeah.
about dead babies in a storage locker? I got a lot of
Well,
jokes.
what's
in
your-
them,
what's
but I'm
your
not
old-
gonna
Dead
get
babies
into
in Foot Locker?
No, there's a lady in Winnipeg who put all these babies in a storage locker. So I've got a bit I
okay.
really like about it.
No,
But it's
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
fucking. It's not a like
Yeah.
crowd accessible bit. It's
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
There's
No,
not
dude,
something
that-
that I wouldn't call greatest
I
hits.
think that's my biggest problem. Like that's why I really like comedy, but like I don't think I can take anything serious like in my life. Like you said, dead babies, like it doesn't. You're like not like, oh, that's bad. Like I try and see the humor and everything, and it sucks.
Well, the point is,
Now that
without
I'm-
doing the joke, is
Doesn't
that
suck. It's way
just a waste
better.
of money.
It's
It's
way
just a waste
better.
of money to put dead babies in a storage locker. Like, there's
Oh,
so
because
many
you
other.
gotta pay for the
Exactly.
storage lock.
It's
They're
just
fucking dead.
yes. This is a crazy use of cash.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like what you're doing there.
You're cold enough to kill kids, but you won't save money on it. Like
Yeah, it's like you got mental
you're not
problems.
cold enough to bury them. You're like,
You're not
"Oh,
very
I'll put 'em all
smart.
in here. I'll
You're,
pay."
you're bad with
there's-
finances.
there's labor.
Just doing it's cheaper than a fucking storage
There's
locker is a
labor.
shovel.
There's labor involved.
The
in-
river is free.
Oh, that is good. Cement boots.
Yeah, and they, babies, so they're little cement boots. You know,
Yeah, just fucking tiny.
They're babies.
You know, you need like not even half a bag of cement, and that fucking thing's going down. It's not coming back up. Don't worry about them. You could probably make like a normal man cement boot, and I would do the whole baby, like right over the torso.
just tie them all to it.
There.
Was there
But
more
then you
than
got
one
my rope
baby?
too. So
Was there
there's
more than one
expenses.
baby?
There's 5. She did over.
Get 5
The thing
with
is,
one, yeah.
she did over
Yeah.
like 5 years.
Okay.
That's the thing. So that's like
well,
a lot of.
like a
fucking-
baby.
Wait.
Were they
Was she
her babies? Were
having
they
them
her
to kill
babies?
them?
I don't know if she's having them to kill them, but
She
she's
just
having
kept-
them.
She's just having them.
She was too embarrassed to go get the
She
abortion.
didn't want one, and then all of a sudden she was.
Then he just kind
Well,
of.
she kept
We'd have to
having
read
them.
the story. Apparently, she had financial problems, which again goes back to wiping the storage locker. That's your first problem. But she had like a gambling addiction. So rather than have the kids be alive and look after them, she's like, I'll kill them and I'll put them in the storage locker because I'm crazy. Like, I don't know how to make sense of it.
Like he can't wreck this
Snowball.
shit. This is.
Yeah, like check it out. It happened in Winnipeg, and
Who's
it was,
having sex with her to have all these?
Well,
kids?
no, I think what it could be, like I
She's
dated
in
a girl and
Winnipeg.
she got like
She's probably
5
hooking.
abortions in, and then it was like she was embarrassed to get a 6th one, and you're like, ooh.
it's like, wait, the 6th one isn't free?
I thought that was
She's
the
got a
opposite.
punch
It's
card
the
like.
mulligan, the
She's got a
mulligan's
punch card like
right?
Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you
I was
get
gonna
enough-
do a joke about punch card subways, but I don't know if anyone would get it. But you just confirmed it.
Yeah, we all.
I was at a funeral. I was at a funeral for this family for like this was like their second time at the same church, and I thought, what if the priest gave them a punch card?
Yeah, so every time a family member dies,
Yeah.
they get a deal.
Yeah, but it's kind of dark. But
it's good business.
No, dude,
fifth one,
Loyalty.
sixth one free, sixth one free.
yeah, I don't know.
You're
I think
gonna
that's my
die, listen,
favorite part
you're
about
gonna
comedy
die.
is you get to like kind of go up there and talk about shit that you normally wouldn't talk about in normal conversation. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
You
I'm
do
having a
it. You
great
do it
time
with your,
doing it,
but
like,
you
I
do it with
really
your
like
friends
it.
though.
Yeah, dude, I say
You just
whatever.
wouldn't do it in polite company.
Well, I say it anywhere unless it's someone important. Like if it's like a girl I like's parents, I'm not gonna fucking say it. But if it's like even over at someone's house, I don't give a shit. Like I'll say it. If you don't like it, I'll go home. I'll come say it here to my dog. He's a great listener.
There has been times when a comic said something where I was like, "Oh shit," and then I was so blown away by the fact that they didn't even break a sec.
But
Like,
it's so
it
funny to
was
see
Like
a guy
who?
go up there and say
Give
something
it
so
examples.
controversial, And then you're like, did he just say that? And you're like, he said it in front of those people. I love it.
Some things people moan at make no sense. Like last night, Mike Majore was emceeing, and he did a joke both about Gameshi and Cosby.
Yeah.
And the jokes were they're fair. There's nothing like out of line about it. And the way the crowd both went like, ooh, like, how dare you mention the truth?
Yeah.
And it's just so weird to bring up something that
I
happened
had
as a like
that show there we did. I fucking go out there and I've got a bit on cancer. But it's not like I don't even make fun of cancer. What I do is I make fun of cancer researchers.
Or how it kills people.
Because, well, anyway.
Is that what it does?
I thought it was good for it. It doesn't have vitamin C in it.
what?
So what it
Why
was.
have I been eating these hot dogs?
I was talking about like the weatherman, like and how people always shit on the weatherman. So I was like,
For getting things wrong.
well, yeah, well they just always shit on the weatherman. They're like, I wish I could get my job wrong 7 days a week and keep my job. And then I say like, what about those fucks working on cancer? You're like, what could they possibly be doing? Like, they've been tossing up air balls for like 50 fucking years. Like, when you go into work on Monday, what do? You're like, we spread it with some...
years of scientific research air balls.
Well, that could be where
These
it is.
major inroads they've made. Just fucking throwing darts in the air. So.
Yet
Well,
they
yeah.
haven't reached their goal yet.
We've got this radioactive fluid we're going to pump through you. I don't know what's going to happen, but give her a shot.
Well, I just think, like, 'cause at the end of my work week, you have to sit down with your boss and you talk about, like, what you got done and what you're going to do next week.
It's cute.
Here, it's like, yeah, we'll talk about it later. You should fuck off.
Inside joke, I think.
So, yep. So, yeah, I just make up, like, a funny scenario with the guy sitting down with his boss, talking about shit he tried to, like, cure cancer with. And this lady got so rattled. She's like,
Girl.
you know what? She was 50. She's a fucking
Oh, okay.
lady.
I didn't know that.
She was like, I'm a 50-year-old cancer survivor. And it's like, well, you fucking survived. What's the big deal? Like, I don't know why she got so mad and asked for her money back. And
Yeah.
Well, I can kind of understand that because cancer is a personal thing. But for Bill Cosby and John Gameshi, like even if you were raped by them,
Brian, what's up? What's
who
up?
would be offended? But you'd be the cheering them. Yeah, he is a terrible person. It really doesn't make sense. I don't get that.
So
Cosby
gotta
can
go.
rape people, but I can't talk about cancer.
I would love to stop the
Alleged.
show right there and be like, crowd, what are you oohing about? Like, what is this? Sorry, Mike, to interrupt you, but what the fuck what is offensive in that? And
Yeah.
and have them actually stop and think, like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And I think I'm just culturally trained to be offended by things that are taboo because nothing that was said was actually offensive. In fact, it was pointing out that this man's a rapist, which is
Right.
a good idea. Maybe we
Yeah.
should be doing that. But I don't know, people. They're fucking weird.
Yeah, I've only had that and God. I like shitting on God. I got into like,
Some people are
didn't
hardcore
like
liberal,
it.
man. They're real sensitive about everything. They want to PC the whole world. And then they show up to a comedy club, though. And it's like, that's the only, like, most times when a comic has to apologize for a joke or something, some shit he said.
Yeah.
Most of the times if it happens in a comedy club, he doesn't have to
Well, they should know going in.
take any kind of shit for it. But sometimes it happens just in the media or it was in some sort of interview or something like that. And
Did
then
you
he's
see-
outside of, like the way, what's his face, who just got the Daily Show, that Trevor Noah guy.
Yeah.
They were just fucking vilifying his Twitter account for some of the jokes he's made that they
In the
kind of
past.
they kind of flopped.
Yeah, they weren't really offensive either. It's like,
No.
okay, like they're...
Yeah.
But there was a bunch of people that want that called in question just so he can wear a Windsor knot on television. Like he's hosting the Daily Show and he got shows by the guy who created it. Why does anyone's else opinions matter? If Jon Stewart, the guy you loved, endorses this guy, gives him the job, then why would you try to question that? The guy who just gave you everything you like about this show and thinks this is the guy that can carry that on. Because that's a super important show, man. The way they shit on the political system and they make light of things that should be made light of that otherwise you wouldn't catch.
It's essentially news.
Yeah, but it's satirical and he always says that, like some of the stuff they come up with is silly and they always accuse him of hiding behind the fact that he's a comedian when they have him on those big shows like those fucking CNN Chris Matthews roundtable shows. And they claim he always just hides behind the fact that he's a comedian. But he just says he's a comedian first. He doesn't say that he's not someone who does bring the news. But I love the way he crushed Bill O'Reilly. Like, he's done that publicly a couple times where they had, like, public debates. But then when you see all those figureheads that he goes against, all those, like, old, creepy white guys that have those gigs, and they have some sort of agenda they push, and they're really good at just, like... just talking political, I guess, like the way you can say a bunch of words and say nothing all at once.
Yeah.
They're
Non-answer,
just so
just 2
good
minutes.
at that shit, that filibuster stuff, in case they're in a tight spot. Yeah, and then I watched somebody ask a question to Obama the other day, and it was just like, it was something that you wouldn't really see on
And they
TV,
just don't
but it was a
answer the
big thing.
question at all.
No, but the way he dismantled it was like really good because the guy came up, he was from Fox News, and he's trying to throw him like a crazy question,
Right.
and it was like about benefits for war veterans and some other shit like, and he just sits there and the way he talks and he's thinking and like he's on the spot. Everybody's just waiting. You can't stumble. You can't like.
Yeah, but I think the longer you draw that answer out, the better, right? Like if you just do like a quick, short, like reply, they take that as fact and they're like, this is his outlook on this. If someone can ask you a question, you can draw that thing out for 3 fucking minutes
And clarify and
go off. People are like, they don't even really know what you just said or what your stand on it is. They're like, he kind of hit both sides of that question and then ended up neutral in the middle.
But
Like,
it's a
that's
skill
what-
set, and it's what gets you elected.
That's
It's
like,
It's
weird.
like Bill Clinton.
You can be like
if you can just argue
socially
both sides of the
acceptable
story,
and-
like, no, I understand that we should do this, but on the other hand, you can, and if you just explain both sides, and then you never really pick a side, it's like you just, you're like, no, he gets it. He
You're just showing a
understands
broad
this.
understanding of the topic.
Yeah, exactly.
Without
And then-
alienating a voter
And
base.
then you don't even
Yeah.
pick what one you would choose personally. You just say, like, I understand the whole thing. I get your side of the story. I get your side. I don't know which one I want.
You're like,
but,
I'd go for beer for him, so I'd vote for him.
Yeah, a lot of people just go that way.
should we just wrap this thing up now? It's been like an hour and a half.
Holy
We'll
smokes!
wrap it up and go hang out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I saw this picture today. I had to favorite it on Twitter.
Has it got Brett Martin on it?
Well, did you see that?
That's it.
It's Bill Clinton just walking out,
Bill Clinton's awesome.
and he's just like, "Here I am, bitch."
Oh, look at
Remember me?
Obama. Look at Obama. He's like, for fuck, Bill's here.
Guy who was getting his
I'm no
dick
longer the
sucked.
coolest guy in the room.
Damn it, Bill.
You gotta
Okay,
check-
well, Brett, thanks
Wait,
for
I have a
coming out.
question.
Holy
Thank you.
fuck.
Leave?
We're shutting it down.
I have a question.
Okay, you got one more. You got
What's
one
your
more
question?
question.
Did you see Charlie Demers' Facebook post about if you hold comedy as sacred, well, how can you just play it off as, oh, it's just a joke?
Brian, we're on a podcast. You need to talk into the microphone.
Oh, you guys heard me, right?
Yeah, but no, I didn't see it. No.
Oh, you don't follow.
No.
Oh man, I really don't get involved in people's drama or shit like that. I could care
No,
less.
he was talking about the Trevor Noah thing.
Okay, here we're gonna wrap this up. You can talk about it out there. We're
think
done the
this is important,
podcast.
guys.
No, it's gonna be fine. We got lots of time. Brett will stick around for probably at least 13 minutes, or 1 to 3 minutes, depending on how this goes. There's another episode of Address This Mess. Thanks, Brett, for
Thank
coming
you for
out.
having me.
Man.
No, it's really good to have you. Brian, thanks for coming.
Go check out BrettMartinComic.com.
And what's your city called?
My city?
Free trips to
city.
Afghanistan.
Oh, free trips to Afghanistan.
Free trips to Afghanistan.
At
You can get
Brett
that on
Martin
iTunes.
Live.
At Brett Martin Live.
Brett Martin Live. Brett Martin.
Yeah. Have fun. Find me on the internet.
do you look
Go
a lot
see him
of
at
pro-
Watch me
Nancy
don't
tonight.
update my shit.
Yeah, he's at Nancy O's tonight. It's gonna be a great time.
Come down, have drinks. Especially if you're a group of women.
Brett needs women.
Needs? I don't know what needs, but enjoys
Brett-
company of.
Brett likes to talk to women on Fridays. Okay,
And Thursdays.
and Thursday, Friday, Nancy O's.
You'll be in
Just a
Kamloops
threesome.
tomorrow.
That's it. Just threesome.
You'll be in Kamloops
Just wants
tomorrow.
a threesome. Brett needs a threesome at
In
Nancy
dirty
O's.
Jersey.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.
Good night.
Take
Thank
care
you.
of each other.